Tehosterihens here once again to provide a political update. Recently, the Mohawk Council of Kahnawake has announced a release in response to Quebec's Bill 101. But before that, I am here alongside Grand Chief Cody Diabo, who will provide some details on the response of what Bill 101 intends to do.
So thanks, Tehosterihens. So everybody had seen the release, Bill 101. I mean, we're still trying to figure out in terms of the, we'll say the play from Quebec's end. They are going to be rising for the summer at the end of this week. It doesn't look like this bill is going to pass, but it makes us think in terms of once they go into their election mode and when the provincial elections happen in October. Although if it might not pass, in the next 2 days, something that we need to keep an eye out is this is the position of the CAQ government. However, I've had some conversations with Minister Yann Lafreniere. He's also the Deputy Premier. So a good, we'll say, rapport on that end, talking in terms of Kahnawake stance. And our position is always that our community members are not to be affected by this. And although we are told that back in the Bill 96 days, as everybody recalls, we were told it wouldn't affect, but that's not what we see. So really reassuring that position, saying there needs to be strict carve-outs in there. And our position, as per the MOU that we had signed in 2024 in December, was that we were supposed to figure out a way to mutually coexist. Doing broad legislation does not respect and honor that MOU. So we need to have that clear language in there. We need to have those strict carve-outs that if you're going to be working in Kahnawake, you don't need to pass any French exam to get insured or to be able to practice. So those are the carve-outs that we're looking for. And I do have some details. I am going to be meeting with the new Premier of Quebec in the coming weeks as well. Some of the details are still to be worked out, but I'll be relaying that same message again, honoring the MOU, and we need to start those conversations now. So we're hoping to see how that pans out. And I mean, we're going to be eagerly watching these elections because we need to know who we're going to be working with for the next few years. And with that announcement too, like for those who aren't aware of what Bill 101 intends to do, it also intends to focus on vocational training or students or adult education as well. Outside of the community, it is impacting about 27,000 students. In the community is obviously much less, but as Cody just mentioned, this stance is completely firm, and we do look forward to those conversations in the future with the Premier of Quebec. Now, another item we want to discuss is on Bill S2, and there are some developments you'd like to provide for the community on that. Yeah, so another one of these concerning bills that we have is Bill S2, and for the numbering, Bill 101, that's the provincial one. Bill S2 is the federal, and that's expanding registration. So we have a lot of concerns with this because what they're doing was, originally the idea was to do second generation cutoff, lifting that. As soon as it went through the Senate, it sort of just expanded even further, essentially saying if you have any First Nations lineage, Canada will give you status. Big concern. We know from the days of S3 how much people would have been added to Kahnawake. I think the numbering at the time was an additional 35,000 people that we had no idea who they were. This is just going to open up even more floodgates. But we are working on a really sort of international campaign to address this. We are going to be finalizing a letter, and we're going to send directly to the United Nations. The idea, I think, at this point is, Canada is very big or on the international stage trying to talk about human rights, but yet internally here, they're trying to decide who are First Nations. It should be up to the First Nation themselves to determine who their members are. And that's the position that we have on S2 and all the registration. Canada and the federal government should not be in registration, period. And as mentioned, within the next coming weeks, there will be a larger presence of a communication campaign in regards to future events, as mentioned with the visit in Europe. And with that said, there is one final announcement that will be made on behalf of the Grand Chief Cody Diabo for the community. So, Tehosterihens, and I just want to acknowledge, Tehosterihens had to step away. It is a personal matter about one of the incidents that had occurred yesterday, where one of our elders was robbed in broad daylight. They stole jewelry. That is unacceptable in Kahnawake. I know there's a lot of community sentiment around this. A lot of people are concerned about the state of things right now. This does not seem to be an isolated incident. It is happening in the area surrounding. However, our focus and my focus is Kahnawake. So I did have an emergency meeting with our public safety representatives today. And in 2 weeks, so I did give them a 2-week window to have the makings of our pilot project, and more details will come at the community meeting in June, on June 24th. So more details will come at that point. Right now, I mean, we're still working out some of the details, but it is to have more visibility, more people out there in a structured way. So really excited to see how this is going to unfold in the community. I think it's going to complement all the other things that we're doing. And I do know, and I've seen people, and we've talked about, you know, the video footage and the cameras. We have the drone program operational now. You know, these are all good things, but we need multitude of different things to complement one another and provide safety and security for all. So I just wanted to leave with that final message that we are taking this seriously. We are working on it, and more details will be coming in 2 weeks. So with that, I just want to wish everybody a wonderful afternoon. I know things are scary right now, but we will get through this together. So Niawagoa and Ona.